Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another CounterSide video. Alright, I'm really excited for C server. We're gonna get a little bit of update this week. If you guys are not aware, this counter pass is going away, right? So I think some of you guys C players have already been aware of this. Biblit, she's a ranger. I think she's alright, based on my testing. She's not anything particularly strong. We already have Gayun for Ranger, and you have like Liuri, you have like Rosaria. It's hard for her to compete with a lot of other Rangers for the time being, but it's just, you know, like I think the Ranger space is quite tight alongside with the Striker space. But finally, we got a new counter pass coming, a Defender. So let's talk about it. So right now you can see, what are we getting? We're gonna get the Militia to be able to farm for Kang Minwoo. The homeless guy is back. Alright, if you guys are on C server, you're trying to farm for the homeless guy, this guy is really strong. Alright, Kang Minwoo, one of the strongest soldier defender at 2 costs, of course, right? He's competing with Admin Shieldman. Admin Shieldman is a little bit more niche, right? You can see, not niche. A bit more utility based as well, depending on the situation, depending on what you're trying to achieve. You can see this guy has 43,000 HP. And then Kang Minwoo has 62,000 HP. But then Admin Shieldman has two of them, right? You can see ×2. So that's something that you have to keep in mind regarding these two characters. So depending on who you like more, I would say, you know, just build. You can build one or build both. You don't really need both per se. In PvP, I do think Kang Minwoo is better in PvP. Maybe in PvE, Shieldman is better depending, but I've been using Kang Minwoo for a longest time for me to help me tank in the Britra stages as well. So that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, now you have chances to farm more of his shots again. Very good. Big shout out to the homeless guy. And then you got new challenge Alt Squad. Okay, so good for you guys who want to farm the Alt Squad gears. You have, who is in Alt Squad? Seoyun, Kim So-bin, Xiao Lin, Eugene. I'm almost missed her. Alright, and then you got new counter pass Levia Thanis, alongside with Operator Sigma and Momo. Ella and Biblit Loose is added to the recruit. Okay, standard banner, and then you have a bunch of packages, etc, and new danger clothes. Now let's talk about this tank right here, Levia Thanis. What is she all about? What's her role? What's her purpose? So if you go to Defender, we check out the SSR Defender or 4-cost Defender. Now you can see these are her rivals. Alright, her rivals in terms of if you have a 4-cost, you're gonna use a Defender. Who's the best choice for that particular slot? Now, a lot of people are aware of Serapel. Serapel is the first 4-cost defender. No, actually, Serapel is the second. First is this guy, I think, BBC. Serapel is the second 4-cost defender that ever appear on all the servers, I believe, right? Regardless of what server you play in. She's really strong. She's really strong, but I feel like she has fallen off ever since. Where if you start playing recently, or if you start playing like 1 or 2 months ago, I wouldn't recommend building Serapel anymore. Now, why is that? Because Serapel, like a lot of other defenders in this list, you need investment to make her good. That means you need to be able to 110 them, alright? And if you are playing on global right now, 210 is very expensive, especially there's a lot of rearm characters, there's a lot of awakened characters. Those should be your priority for your fusion cores, right? If you guys are not aware, to rearm, you're gonna need 15 of these per 2 levels, so you're gonna need 75 fusion core, which is very costly. All right, so you don't want to just limit fusion. What's the term? It's not called limit break. You don't want to just limit break characters for no reason. I think I misspoke there. It's not rearm, it's limit break. Okay, so you don't want to just limit break characters unnecessarily, unless you know that's a character they're gonna use in the long term, in the long while. Now, if you play since day 1, Serapel 110, that's fine. All right, it's a long-term investment. But right now, if you started recently, I would say Levia Thanis might be the replacement for her. Now let's talk about Levia Thanis. What is she all about? So Levia Thanis is going to be a defender counter. You can see she is very unique. Again, a 4-cost defender. One thing that I like about her, like Serapel, one thing that's unique about Serapel that a lot of other defenders don't have, if you guys know what I'm talking about, is she has the ability to hit air attack. So she can hit ground and she can hit air. That's always going to be a bonus for her as a, you know, as a defender. Not many characters can do that. For example, Overflow, you can see, can only hit ground attack. Horizon can only hit ground, right? And then you got Morse can only hit ground. BBC can only hit ground. So not many defenders have the ability to hit air units. So Levia Thanis will be able to hit air, as you can see. quite unique in that sense. That's something that also, you know, now she competes with Serapel neck in neck. Serapel don't have anything unique to her anymore, which is kind of sad, right? And let's have a look. What is she all about? So what makes Levia Thanis really strong is the passive skill and the special skill. So first things first, let's talk about the passive skill. When she casts the special skill, she stops attacking and enters the state of perfect evasion for 6 seconds. Now this might not seem long, but keep in mind, this cannot be dispelled. And during this, she also gains hit stun immunity from ultimate skill, which is insane. Alright, ultimate hit stun immunity is something that a lot of characters do not have, and can only be cancelled after receiving 20 hits. Now, this means the counter for her is going to be characters that have very fast attack speed. You want to gather 20 hits as fast as possible, so aim in Rifleman, Ifrit, hit her as much as you can to be able to do that. And then receiving damage while in the perfect evasion state reduces hit of the attacker by 15%. Very annoying debuff, okay, up to 75%. Keep that in mind, it stacks. And attackers also will take damage equal to 10% of their current HP. Okay, this is what makes her really broken. It doesn't include boss, 20% to snipers. In PvP, this is a beast, this is a monster, because if awakened units hit her, and that takes 10% of their current HP, that's a big chunk that goes away. And if you have Caster Xiaolin or whatever, 20% of the max HP, and then you kang the Xiaolin afterwards, she will be sure dead. This is a really very good skill to, you know, just like, you know, it's like a reflect. It's like a reflect attack. Very good in that case. Makes her a big PvP monster, alright? You gotta have her. If you don't have her, you're crippling yourself in PvP. Alright, so once the perfect evasion ends, rushes forward and stuff. Look at this. At level 5, she gains 10% skill haste for every attacks evaded. Keep in mind, she has perfect evasion. Effect is removed after casting special skill. So this 10% skill haste is insane. Now what does her special skill do? All she does is dash forward, deal AoE damage and taunt enemy for 6 seconds, and she also gains 20% damage reduction. Now, as far as I know, the best way is, if she doesn't cast the special skill, she won't enter the passive skill. So keep in mind, in conjunction to her special skill, so her passive skill will only activate after she casts special skill. So how do you counter her? You can still stun her, you can still CC her, you can maybe silence her, depending, or you can try to sleep her, which that part is going to be hard unless you use Grammar Ray. Lily doesn't really sleep her in particular. But there's still ways to counter her, or you can try to counter her with Juxian or Awakened Juxian. So that's also something that you can keep in mind. That's probably the best way to deal with her, so that she don't enter this particular state. The moment she enters this state, oof, you're in big trouble for sure. I think you're gonna start seeing more Awakened Juxian abusers in the meta on the battlefield because of Levia Thanis in particular. So I think that's going to be the case most likely. Ultimate skill, she deals AoE damage in the large radius, deals additional damage equal to 25% of the target's current HP. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, 15% in gauntlet, bosses excluded. Very cool, right? So this is going to be something that, you know, current HP base, she does decent damage for a 4-cost defender. She can tank pretty well, perfect evasion based. I don't know, there's just nothing to dislike her about. So she also gains 100% evasion for 15 seconds after casting the ultimate skill. So overall, she's a beast. If you play PvP a lot, expect her to be one of the better tanks out there. Meta for sure, maybe neck in neck with Awakened Nayubin in terms of the best defender that you can obtain for the time being. In terms of PvE, I think she will be able to replace Serapel in a lot of cases. Serapel is quite hard to use in PvE because she always gets pushed back and knocked back a lot, where for Levia Thanis, she's going to have an innate built-in evasion, very high evasion. So for sure, she's going to be a very stable unit, ability to hit air as well. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Although Serapel might be able to stack more damage over time, Serapel has the ability where she receives damage, her attack increase, something along those lines. Depending on how long the battle lasts, if you just need a tank, Levia Thanis might be better. If you need like a tank plus a damage dealer, maybe Serapel is still the go-to depending, right? But yeah, very exciting overall. I do think that the meta is, you know, favorable in all of these new defenders. I'll have a video about Rearm Alex coming soon. man, she is so expensive. I'll try to re-up my Titan as well shortly. Hopefully try to see how they both perform. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, subscribe, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.